Hello and welcome. I'm Darren, and today we are back in Alan Wake 2. So we're now back at a 4K, an actual 4K. So I think we ended up the last time we tried it on a pretend 4K ultra wide. So this time we are on an actual 4K display, and we're just going to see because 4K ultra wide is pretty demanding. So we're just going to check at what 4K normal 16:9 resolution is, and we're just going to see if there's any headway or different options available to us. I've just had a quick run around. I don't really think there is, if I'm being honest. So this should be a relatively quick video. The other thing is I'm trying to. I'm going to be recording in a slightly different method to see if this works, because I was recording with the AV1 encoder, and at 4K I was having issues, and then trying to render in 4K on the AV1 encoder I was having issues. So I'm going to try it on HEVC and just see if that works any better. So I don't know what this recording will look like by the time it's gone up to YouTube, but we'll worry about that when we get there. So at the moment, if I put it at, so we are 3840 by 2160, which is 4K 16:9. We have everything on high and ultra. We're going to see what that gives us. So, yeah, it's kind of where I thought it was going to be. To be fair, native 4K on this game is... yeah, okay. So there is no...
I want to walk around for a minute.
There's no TAA, is there? Because it's actually quite aliasing, which is strange for a 4K native. You can kind of see the lampposts there and reflection. You can see on the diner, on like the INN, where it's all a little bit unstable. And then obviously the fences down there are going a little bit crazy. So, in fairness, although FSR does make the image a bit softer, it does clean some of that up. I like the popping of that back behind him, that's interesting. So, I mean, to be fair, we want a little bit more performance anyway, so what we'll do is we'll go to FSR at quality, and as you can see, it kind of looks a bit more stable on stuff in the background over there, and that fence looks a little bit more stable. It's not a huge amount in it, but I think it looks a little bit more stable, which is surprising. But I don't think there's a huge loss at visual quality. It's just a little bit softer, and that's fine, because 4K is a pretty sharp image. You can kind of see the fences down the back there behind that car. They're a little bit crazy. The power lines look good. Power lines on the boat, or should I say the rigging on the boat, is pretty non-existent, but that doesn't really matter. The water reflection looks alright. It doesn't have that weird grain that it was getting with FSR at 1440p. You can kind of see where it was, but it's not there, so that looks quite good. And yeah, obviously we are at over 80 frames per second, which is fine. And to be fair, I don't think there's a great deal much we can do. So
Tweet, my sweets. Now why'd you go and do that?
even if,
Jumping around like that, scaring the poor little thing.
yeah, whatever. Even if we try to go to RT low, because effectively we have nowhere else to go now other than trying to add some ray tracing. Now I believe RT low takes us back down into the 50s, or yeah, kind of just. And I'm not really sure RT low has anything to gain. It's made the water. Is it made the, yeah, it's made the water sparkly. So is that basically those reflections? Because other than that, I don't think there's much going on. Let's have a look. Off. So yeah, obviously it gives us sharper reflections, but it adds a lot of noise. And I don't think it's worth it with what we have available here. I mean, we could go to... Damn thing. I think if we went to the... Because we are on the higher than high. So if we go to the high preset, now we need the shadow resolution to high. If not, it looks terrible. And then if we put the ray tracing, stupid thing, at low there, that takes us to 55. I mean, effectively, our only choice really, unless we start dropping down the presets, is FSR balanced. So we can try it. So to go 60 or 60-ish, or not really, because I assume when we drop out into the forest we're going to be down into, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think RT at low is worth the sacrifice, if I'm being honest. I would actually say that quality and just cranking everything up to high. I think that's the better way. It's a lot cleaner image. It's decent performance. 80's fine for this game. So yeah, I do like. On the plus side, this can be a very short video because I just wanted to check it out. I thought I might as well record it. Because yeah, I just wanted to see exactly how much performance I could claw back by going to 16.9 or 16.9, and I don't think there's a great deal in it. We have obviously taken some performance back, but it's not a meaning enough of performance that we can really do much with it. So I think realistically this is still how I'd play it. I wouldn't want to start going
This can't be the right way.
I wouldn't want to start going below FSR balanced, and I don't really think it's worth starting dropping down to like low settings just to try and gain some RT. So in fairness, I think this is where I would be staying. It's not like you've got no reflections, there is reflections. The water, because the water gets so kind of grainy and artifacty, I don't think the reflections that are added adds anything, because it's overridden by how bad it starts fizzling. So I mean, I know that's not a huge deal because I'm going to assume, I don't know, obviously I haven't really got into this game yet, I don't know how much you come back here. I'm probably thinking there's not a huge deal of water in this game that's going to make it a deal breaker or anything, but this definitely looks like the most stable and cleanest image with decent performance. Obviously, if we go to native, it will just drop into the 50s or 45s, so we still need that quality upscale, but it looks good at quality upscale, and it does actually. It definitely doesn't make the aliasing down there on the fences any worse. It might. I thought it actually made it slightly better. We can quick have a look. Seeing as we're only a 10-minute video, which is very rare for me. Oh, hold on. You didn't go high, did you? That'll be why. I thought we had a little bit extra performance that didn't make sense. So if we go back to native, yeah, these fences still fizzle quite badly. They hold a bit more detail because the image is a bit sharper, but they're quite unstable when you're moving. Certainly the ones behind the truck are. I mean, to be fair, you never really get those type of details. Will always have something going on, so it's not. I mean, the sharpness is nice. It's a shame it doesn't have a like a sharpening slider, because with the FSR it could just do with sharpening up a little tad. I think you can do it in the Adrenaline software, but I'm not sure. I think you've got to enable something to be able to do it. So we'll go back to quality. Yeah, a little bit softer. I don't know, that fence kind of probably doesn't look much far different. It's just, it's lost its detail, but it's definitely not shimmering any worse. The power lines are pretty good. Yeah, I don't think anything's changed really. I think on the ultra wide I'd have just played it at 4K FSR quality, which I think was just holding above 65 maybe. It was maybe going to about 70. So this is probably on the 16:9. It's got an extra 10, maybe 10 to 15 performance over the ultra wide when that's set to 4K. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. There's no point going on any further. I just wanted to check it out, so I thought, well, I might as well record it and throw it up. I know obviously people had there was more views on kind of a couple of these videos than the others, so I know some people had taken notice in it, so I thought I'd probably just record what I'd do at a standard 4K image, and this is about it. So if that's any good to you, awesome, swing me a like. If you don't mind, it does come in handy, and I'll catch you over in the next one.